During one of my freshman years in college, I got the sense that my parents did not want me hanging around the house for Christmas break. As soon as I walked in the door, first two words out of my mom's mouth were, "Anthony, guess what?" When you're young, nothing good ever followed those two words. I said, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "Good news." At my house, good news was the ugly stepchild of guess what? I said, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "We got you a job." And they did, too. I was going to be outside at night in the middle of winter for 8 hours at a time, pumping gas at a station downtown Newport News. This was not good news for anybody, except maybe my parents. Now, what surprised me was I didn't mind the job. It was a little cold. I liked the money. And the boss, he really liked me. As a matter of fact, he kept saying, "Anthony, you keep doing a good job. We're going to make you late night manager." I thought, late night manager? I am only a college freshman. I'm going to be running this place. And finally, one night, the call came. "Anthony, late night manager's sick. We want you to be late night manager." I said, "All right." Now, when I got there, the boss made a little joke. He says, "All right, don't get robbed." And he took off. It was a Friday night, kind of busy. And there was a small rush at 2 a.m. Some of y'all know that's when the bars close. I don't judge. However, by 3 o'clock, the station was dead, and I got paranoid. I started to wonder, what if I did get robbed? What do I have in here to protect myself? Hanging on a little nail was the bottom half, the heavy end of a pool cue. I thought, all right, robber shows up. I can say, "Put that gun down before I beat you with this stick." On the other wall was a phone, but it had no dial. The real manager had taken off the dial, so we couldn't make long-distance calls when we're supposed to be working. I thought, okay, this is only good if somebody phones in during the robbery. Other than that, it's pretty useless. And finally, at the height of my paranoia, I saw it. There in a little cubby was a handheld mini calculator. This is back when those things first came out, cost about $100 each. I thought, oh, this is great. I can pick it. I can spell words. I can add up things for spelling words. 0.7734. Turn it upside down. What do you get? It says hello to you. I thought, this is wonderful. But I picked it up, I turned it over, and I said, "This is the dumbest calculator I have ever seen." It only had one button, one little red button. So I pushed a couple of times. I thought maybe the top would pop off or something would light up. Nothing happened. I pushed a couple more times. Finally, this one customer pulls in. And about the time I got his gas going good, this police car comes roaring into one side of the station. This other police car comes roaring in the other side, and that's when it occurred to me what that button was. Police car number 3 pulls in. It is the stereotypical redneck sheriff. The door opened. His stomach got out of the car about a half hour before he did. For his interrogation, he had this one phrase. He said it no less than 10 times. He said, "You mean to tell me you thought this was a calculator?" I said, "Yes, sir." "You mean to tell me you thought this was a calculator?" "Yes, sir." Now, friends, I take it as a matter of pride. He never believed I was as dumb as I really was. The station got fined for turning in a false alarm, and it also ended my career as late night manager. Thank you very much.